So how you should start is first give me a background of your component or microservice, what you are doing, what you understand about the requirement, and then give
So
me
I'm
the
not from microservice. I'm actually from So actually, I'm not from micro part. I'm from the means front end part only.
yes. So if it is front end, then you tell about the component which you are doing, what it is
Yes,
functionality, and then explain
so
the code base.
mm, yes, for the timing, I'm successfully can run the whole part, and I'm doing the part in designing the login and register part. Okay. So I'm for the timing, I can run the localhost successfully in my system. So, but I have problem in login and issues. So see, so it comes like this.
Okay.
Mm. So I was trying to check this in Postman, but I was learning today how to use Postman and all. So I was trying the API, checking the API part, what's going on, and checking all these things.
So go back to your UI code.
So yeah.
Yeah. Can you explain this entire folder structure and the files,
Mm,
what it does,
mm.
what is the functionality of this file?
Yes, so in the so let me start from beginning. So in the public part, I have all the images, index, dot HTML parts, which help me to give the structure of the website. So in images, also I stored so that each and every image that is used in my website is stored in this image part. And so in the source part, we have component, the CSS part, and the pages, which help us to connect each of the pages. Like we want to go from register page. After registering, we want to go to the login page, so it will go automatically. For that, this part source part is used. So then we have also downloaded package just JSON and package log JSON and Node modules, so that we can run the programs successfully in the local host. That's it. So
I am asking you to go through every folder and explain what is there inside components, what is there inside
mm,
pages, what is there inside
okay, sir.
properties,
Okay, sir.
utilities.
So inside components, we have firstly the admin part, so which gi- gives me the admin menu in JavaScript. Then we have the common part, in which we have the header, footer, and the login components, register components. Which in this common part, we have to make the main changes so that we can change the UX design. And there are switch roles also, which um, helps us. Then we have the service provider part, in which these things are all that we contain in the design, so that it has all the information about the service provider, trainees, and all.
What else?
Mm. So in the switch root part, it specifies the set of permissions that we are allowed to do, or the AWS can access the resources. It shows the components out there. And then there's a CSS part, which basically provides us with the design of the page. Just see, so this thing provides us the design. And then there are pages in which we have the each and every pages it's done separately so that the user interface could be done better.
What is app.js?
So app.js is the app that will help us run the React in the local server using Node.js or the terminal.
Can you open that file and explain what is that code all about?
Yes, sir. So okay, you can see the first line we have imported React. So React engine. Then we have imported the Node modules and the Bootstrap so that we can access this in the local server. So then we have brought several components from the from the common part. We have brought the login page, then the registration page, and then the global home page, like this, so on. So we have brought all these pages from the this part, common part and admin part. And then we have done all the functions out here, like we have given each and everything a path so that it can build to the server makers of static single page apps.
What is the change you have made? What you have implemented this code? You have made some changes in this code yet?
No, sir, I did not change any codes yet in this part.
Back to the UI, the browser. Let's
Yes, sir.
say when you click on login,
Yes, sir.
show me the code which is executed. No, you don't need to inspect. You need to go to your code base and you have to show me which code is executed.
Mm, okay, sir. So for this part, so then this one is used. This one is the main thing that we can see out there, and um, inside of this, in this one we have all the information that is being done in the backside of the page.
My question is when you click on login, that time
Yes,
which
sir.
code is executed?
So this page.
I'm not asking which page. The page is the entire code. Okay.
Yes, sir.
When you click on login, that time some specific lines of code is executed. What are those
Okay,
codes?
sir. So this import login component is used this line so that it can import the thing from the
When you click on
common part.
login button, that time this import
Mm,
login component will be executed, you're saying?
yes, yes, sir.
No. This is executed when you load the page.
Okay, sir.
You understand the application flow, how the code execution works?
Yes, sir. But I can understand.
So then why you are not able to tell me when you click on login, which code is executed? Okay, tell me the login button. Where is the login button?
So yeah, so the buttons.
This button, your login button. Go back to your code, to the UI. So let's say here the button name is login.
Okay.
Okay. And there is a space between log and in.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to remove that space. Can you do that
Okay.
quickly?
Okay, sir. Let me try. Oh no, sir. Sir.
No, it's okay. You can explore offline, and then you
Okay,
can
sir.
get back to me.
Okay, sir.
Harita,
Yes, sir.
yeah, can you
Um,
present your
yeah,
activity?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, one second. Sir, the problem I had with debugging, I debugged the code today, sir, and I ran the API,
Hold on,
sir.
hold on,
So, that,
hold
sir.
on. So you need to give me an overview of your microservice, and you need to start it, and then you need to explain the code base, and then you need to test in the API and show me. So that is the step to present.
Yes, sir. Um,
First, tell me an overview of your microservice, what it is, what you
so,
do.
my microservices candidate agreement service application, sir. So, I first ran the code once.
Tell me about candidate. What do you understand by candidate agreement?
Sir, a candidate is getting like it's something about I don't know how to say this. Each and each and every candidates their mm, um, their name or their like all their the candidates are like from if from a if they're getting through a company their all their information would be there, sir. And those data I guess the databases of their like name like their all their nationality and everything are stored, sir, and
What do you
their email
understand by
IDs and
agreement?
everything is, sir.
Understand by agreement?
Implement
Agreement.
agreement, it's like having it's coming to an agreement or like signing a form.
Seen any agreement paper?
Yes, sir.
What kind of
No,
agreement?
sir, I haven't actually.
You know about rental agreement?
um, it's about two parties agreeing on a same rent and signing.
Yeah. So basically,
Yes.
agreement is a document where all the rules be written there, All the conditions will be written there. If there is any transaction of money, that would be written in there. If there is a property related stuff or certain conditions would be written there, that both of you agree with this condition to do certain business or do some work or provide
Yes.
some service. So what is in that way? What do you understand by candidate agreement?
Sir, when a candidate is selected by a company, they come to they come to an agreement like this much will like.
Yeah, you are going right. So what is that agreement between a candidate and the company?
Hmm. I don't know how to say this, but I guess like we would like how much salary would that person get, how they will be getting assigned to this like the team lead and like these things and the salary amount
Yes,
like
the
that.
salary is one point. Job
The
profile,
amount.
job role. Another would be what is the leave policy. Another would be it will be work from home or it will be office offline work.
Yes.
It could be related to the location. It could be related to the HR policies. Right? There would be so many study. It would be related to working hours. How many hours you have to work. Right? So many things.
Yes.
So let me tell you. See, when you are developing a project, it is not about just writing couple of lines of code.
Yes, sir.
Okay? First step is understanding the requirement very well. What you are trying to implement, what you are trying to do. Basically, what problem you are going to solve. That is the point.
Yes,
Because
sir.
until you solve a problem by writing programs, it is of no use.
Okay, sir.
At the end, basically, you solve a problem. So before solving a problem, you have to understand the problem. Right?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So candidate agreement, whenever you got the project, basically you should have asked what is candidate agreement, what it means, what I have to do, okay, what are the functionalities. So what are the functionalities here in the candidate agreement?
The functionality is like I guess the the recruiter ID that like that, sir. Functionalities.
What do you understand by functionality?
What is like the use of the candidate agreement thing, microservice?
What is the use? So
So it,
basically you can create agreement, you can edit agreement, you can delete the agreement, you can generate PDF copy and send. So these all are the functionalities of this candidate agreement.
okay. Sir. Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
tell me, now explain me the code base.
So yes. So I run the code, sir, first.
No. Explain me the code base. So when I say explain me the code base, you have to tell me under that project directory, the different folders, under which folder, what kind of code is there. Open up those code and explain me about those code. What it means.
So under the candidate agreement service, there is like so these and all are for used for so this is the main as you can see, this is like this is the main one like used to create it, and then and all these things are like used supported. For example, like if we take example of all the candidate agreement entity thing, these are the like the main databases used to store the uh,
You are going away from the question. I'm asking. Okay, so tell me what is folder here.
so
Tell me the
folder.
folder names here. What are the folders you have here?
Candidate agreement service, sir. In this, there is like src main/java, and
Under SRC, what are the folders?
under src there is one second, sir. The candidates agreement service application. How you apply the this is used to um, this is used to how we up,
It is like this. Okay, so let's say you are doing this for 1 week, or let's say after 1 month also you will do, or 6 weeks you will do 1.5 months. Okay. Now,
yes, sir.
when in the college they tell you to demonstrate the project, what you will demonstrate?
About how what about what we did in the project, maybe like how what is the topic, and we first introduce the topics and all and everything, and after that we give an example and
So see, right now the level which I see, it is 0. So just to be on the ground level, okay. But as in the starting only, I mentioned that first you have to tell about the requirement. Then when I say the folders, it is so easy, right? You can just go to the project and you can see, just minimize. Minimize.
okay.
Minimize SRC. That's fine. It's okay. Minimize it again. See here, when you say folder, you can expand that. What are the folders you have? You have JRE, Maven dependency, you have resources, API design, DB design. They're very unique, different folders, isn't it?
Yes.
Each one has certain content in it to be explained.
Yes, sir.
So you have to look from a different point of view. Okay, so don't worry. You are here to learn all this. Okay?
Yes.
So that we will guide you, but expectation from our side is you have to put that effort and time to learn all this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whatever guidances will be given to you, whatever assignments, activities will be given to you, you have to very honestly you have to do, and you have to do work days and nights to achieve it.
Yes.
Do you think you can do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So show me how you are running the application.
First, I
So tell me, what are the activities you have done? So after we assigned the project to you, what exactly did you do?
I first started with running the Eclipse, and it showed that I need to connect to a
Wait,
data first. So
listen my question properly. So let's say in the first day we have assigned a GitHub repository to you.
yes, sir.
Okay, you received one email.
Sir. Yes, sir.
After receiving the email, what did you do?
I first connected. I first accept the invitations, and after that I imported all the uh, repository to the Eclipse, and after that I
Imported the repository Eclipse Direct, or you had cloned the code in your local machine?
so I first cloned it, and after that I imported it here, sir.
Right. So first it's cloning, and then importing.
Yes, sir.
See, these what you are talking, guys, these all matters. See,
Yes.
when again, this is a ground to prepare yourself. Okay, so you have to take my words positively first of all. Okay, and don't feel offended.
Yes, sir.
When there is a campusing in your college, let's say after 2 years or 3 years. Okay, now interviewer might ask you any type of questions. So here you have started this journey to prepare in such a way that you will be able to answer every questions perfectly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are a lot of things which you have to do, you have to learn, and that is possible only when you spend a lot of time to learn. You have to go through a series of activities, a series of tasks you have to do, and you have to present constantly, because the time when you try to present and we review your work and we basically discover all the issues or gaps in you, and we tell you that this is the gap and you have to fill up that gap.
Yes, sir.
If you can do that, then only after couple of months or of years you'll be able to become make yourself as a perfect software engineer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here definitely there are a lot of things to learn, how you explore the code base. Okay. Now tell me, how did you start the server? So you cloned the application, you have imported in Eclipse. After that, what did you do?
So I first ran the went to the candidate open this SRC's main search tab, and I went to the candidate agreement service application and I ran it first, but I couldn't. When I ran it, it was like you haven't connected to a database. It said like that, sir. So I watched some YouTube videos and I downloaded MySQL workbench. I connected the database to the application, sir, and after that I went and created some tables, sir. Since it was asking for a table, since the error showed that I was like I need to like create certain tables, and after that I had went to Postman and I imported it to the. First and I downloaded a jar file and I imported both the jar file and the candidate service agreement into the Postman and I and I and I and I clicked create candidate agreement, sir, and I sent this first it came as like false here, so I went to the user with user login with email. I watched videos for this and I copied the token and I copied the token and I pasted it in
Yeah. So I think that's fine. So you have to prepare the presentation very well. Okay. And
yes,
that will not come in a day or in 1 hour. You have to keep on practicing, then only it will come. So that's fine. Do you have any question for me?
no, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Nihal?
Good evening, sir. Let me share my screen. So my repository name was GTSC Required Skills Service. So after observing the code base and the API, I understood that this repository focus on like employee required skills. So there are certain skills that employee requires. So using the microservice, we can like add that this particular employer has those skills, and we can like delete those skills and all. So once I received the repository, I first cloned the repository with git clone in my system.
I see
then
one point I just want to make. So this is good way to start the presentation. So Eman and Harita, you should make a note of this. Okay. See, this Excel file was shared to all of you, right? And I had mentioned that you need to mention all the tasks which you are doing, and you should explain about it.
After cloning the repository, I imported it to VS Code. So then I saw that DB scripts were needed. So I used that to create the required scripts locally in my MySQL. After creating, I used, there were two ways for me to run the program. One is in the main function or using Maven. I used Maven to run my program. So using mvn clean install, I run my program. Then to start the server, I used mvn Spring Boot. It's currently running my server. Then I ran the jar file basically from the targets folder. Then identity service was shared with us. I ran that jar file also. Then Postman, I created the required ID. I put my email ID and all, and I created the required token. And then I used the token, added as a header file in my Postman collections for local, and not token, and I added the bearer token. Then when running it, I got the result also. So I basically tried all the 4 operations, CRUD operations. It was successful. Then getting the result back. This was a skill I add myself in the database, the Java one. Skills. Yeah, this was I added because it's not working without. Then getting the result. And then you can delete the final skill again. Shall I explain the code base, sir? Okay, so the code base, this is the main thing which I explained earlier. This was the DB scripts which I used for creating the required tables. Then we have the source Postman
API design.
Yeah. Okay, API design. This was the API design. This opened in an Excel sheet which I observed. Then this was also a similar design which opened in the Excel sheet. These were the.
Go through those Excel files.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What did you understand on those?
It was mapped how the API is designed, like how it should be. Like it was like a map, like a blueprint. Then these are the Postman collections. These don't run, but these were used to I use them to import it to my Postman app. Then in the assembly we have the bin.xml, which had like a directories. This was created, Then the main function, that we have cache manager. This one manages the Redis cache. It is a in-memory data structure, which is for the user tokens. Then locally for the regions we used. Then these are the constants which are used throughout the program. Then the controller maps all the put, get, post functions. Post mapping, it maps all of them. Then these are the entities which are basically like a getter and setter methods, which are here. These are like getter and setter methods for all 4 of them. These are for user tokens. These are the various exception handlings. These were exception handlings which are used for the remaining parts of the program. It's like all user-defined exceptions which are defined over here. I noticed that this one was not defined over here. Employee skill service exception was not defined, like it was not completed. Then this is OAuth is a part of the security, Spring security. This redirects the page after it's authenticated or authorized. Then the repository is like a lot of these are SQL commands which are used to retrieve and input data for the various functions of the employee skills required application. And this one is the user token. It takes the token from the user ID. These are the security features. Authorization filter is basically it's checking if the HTTP server is proper and it basically authenticates based on the token. JWT Java JSON web token. This handles all the required like tokens and manages them. Same with the users principal and this one, web security. It's like all part of the Spring security. And the service and Impala, we have this one. This one basically like just a service, it provides the services for the required things, like it has try catch methods also. It basically implements an interface. And this one, yeah. These are all interfaces which are then later implemented. This is a model for a response model. It's basically a response model. And this is the main function which I used to run. This basically like a start program. It's a starting point for the program. This is the servlet initialization. Then this is the AWS Lambda handler. So it handles all the API requests for AWS Lambda based program. Application the properties is like handles my SQL, password, and all the required like drivers and all, and the server port. And this is just a test thing, so just like for use for testing. And then we have these are just files created by Eclipse. Then this pom.xml handles all the dependencies. Like it shows all the dependencies which I use in the program. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's good. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Any question? Anything you want to know from me?
No, sir.
Shreyash?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm just sharing my screen. Yes, sir. So we had a Excel sheet, Google sheet shared with us. So I've updated everything in real time, how I performed all the tasks, and this is the difficulty level, something like that. Like how I could do it. Was it easy? Did I encounter errors? All that. So first, I had to download the repository from GitHub. After that, I cloned it using git clone, and then I imported the repository to my Eclipse. So I started it on third, and I could do it very easily. Next was to create database. For creating the database, here the DB script. So there are 4 tables here, and then I had to add some more extra tables, which I took Somnath's help, and I did that as well. Next one was to find the main function. I went through a few of the component files in the project, and I could find out the main function, which is this. So, and then I ran the main function. So next was to I was fed the identity service as well. So I downloaded that. It was a jar file, and I ran the jar file in the command prompt. Next was to working with Postman. I am very new to Postman. I didn't know it, so I had to go through some of the videos and take ChatGPT's help. So I did that, and then I was able to understand and implement it in the Postman to send API requests. So this is my database. These are the tables, various tables. Okay, and this is for the this is to store the documents like document ID, all that. So this is the table for that, and this is for the personal details like the employee personal details who's going to get hired in the future. So it is all the details of him or her. This is for storing the resume with the name, ID, and the a link of the resumes. And then this is for the token. This is used to store the token. This is the user which I created. So now coming to Postman. So this is the identity service. I use this to create a login ID using an email, and then using that I could generate a token. So I put this and I pressed on send. So I got the token. I saved it, and then now coming to the main part. So this is my repository GTS resume download service is my microservice. So I imported the Postman files which was given to me here, Postman collections. So I imported the local one because I want to run it locally. And then after doing that, I went to this, and then I had to change the URL, which I have done here. I haven't checked this yet. Yeah, here my local host is 4716, so I replaced it with that. This is the ID. I had to manually type one because my role ID user ID is one here. Okay, and then I went to the body, and then clicked on send. So this is the send. So I checked for all the ones, and I understood what all tasks each of them perform. So, sir, yesterday you told me to, try to send a file. So I was working on it, and so this was the basic thing which was given to me in the first, and then I figured out how to send the file from Postman. So here I created a key. Okay, this manually
You
created
don't
a
send
key.
a file here. See, it is for download. Download does not send a file. It receives a file from the server.
Um, yes, sir. But I have to add the file here, like to
No,
put it
you
in the
don't need
server,
to.
right?
You don't need to. Because see
Okay.
this API is to download it from the server, not to upload into the server.
Okay.
Okay. So for
Okay. Okay.
uploading to the server, there is a separate microservice which I will give you later on. So
Okay.
using that service, you will be able to upload the files into the server. And once it
Okay.
is uploaded, then you will be able to download those files. So actually, in order, first you do the upload, then you do the download.
Yes, sir. Correct. I understood it yesterday itself, but you asked me to, explore how I can send a file from the postman, right?
Right.
So I figured it out here. So here usually it'll be set to text, sir.
Right.
But there's a drop down which is hidden, like it's not very visible. So here we select file and we can select file. I tried adding a few of the files, all that.
Then you have
I
to
did
browse
that.
the file and you have to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I tried all that. So yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning, and it is interesting to me. So coming back to the this, sir, I will just explain it. Explain all the folders. So coming to the main folder, this is the SRC main Java folder. So it has a few files in it. So this is the main function. I understood the main function. So this is the start point of any Java program. So here the program starts. So this is the cache. So this is used to manage the cache. So this is the cache management. So this is used to manage the tokens as well. So delete user token or get user token by ID created by the here I created the ID, right? So I created an ID here. Yeah, here. So to get the token, all that this is being used. Next, coming to the config. So here it is used to set up the like all the components for performing Redis operations, sir. To perform Redis operations, it is being imported and all that. Sorry. Yeah. So this is being used for that. Next one is the controller. So controller is used to download the resume, sir, to download the resume or retrieve any details from the resume. So here we can get to see that. So here resume download, all that. So we can also this is the email service to send the resume through email. Next, we have the entity. So there are different entities of files. So this is used to return different details. So there are many functions. Functions are these are also called as methods. So all these are used to return something. This function is used to return the resume ID, and then this is used to return the user ID, and so on. All these are used for returning some values from the database I've created here from the tables. Next is the exception. So this all these files are under the exception. So this is used to catch the exception. Try and catch blocks are used to catch the exception in the above files. So this is the it is the uh, it is the exception methods, and each method is defined. So these are the files for controlling the sorry, for the exceptions. Next, there is uh, repository. This is also used to manage the tokens and user repository. So it is used to find the user or the find the user by using the user ID. So this is used for that, and then there's request and response to to request anything, any file or anything from the database, and this is used to response when I send the API request. So next, coming to the security. This is the various security files. This is the authorization filter to check if everything is working properly, and if the server is running all that. So this is the file used for that. If the server if the server is not running properly, this will shoot up an error, and it'll come in the console. Next, we have the user principal, and this is the web security. So this is the service. So this is used to, sir. This is used to download a file. Like as you said, the resume needs to be downloaded, and then it there's also one more function or method. This is used to send the resume through mail. So this will have the resume name, and this is the email ID of the user. And then these are the application properties. This has the my database, all the information of my database, URL, password, username, all that, and all other things are stored here. Driver name, all that. Coming to the API design, this is this is like a graph type of thing. It is a map which shows the design of the API. Same with the database design. This shows the database design, how the database is made, all that. I had gone through this as well. Uh, okay, and then next we have the database script. As I told you before itself, this was used to create the tables in my database. This is the Postman collection, which I used to, import it to my Postman application to, run the Postman services. And then this is the SRC, uh, and then this is the help. Pom.xml is used to, for the dependencies for the repository, and then this is a README for any notes or any comments regarding the project. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good presentation, Shash. I think.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any question from me?
No, sir.
So with this, your evaluation process ends. So
Okay.
I will now let you know about the result, whether you are
Okay.
selected or not for all of you. And
Okay.
whoever will be selected, then you get offer letter, and your official start date could be from 10th itself. Okay, and then you can do it for 6 months, 6 weeks as per your college requirement, or you can extend it also if you think it is beneficial and you can spend at least 3 to 4 hours per day. Then you can extend it for as long as you want. If you are able to do it for until you complete your graduation and get a job, that will much that will be good for you, because you can understand in last 1 week itself in this exercise how much you have learned. And if you can continue for this for throughout 2 3 years, then by the time your you finish the graduation, you will be over qualified actually for job. And definitely, in every campus selection, whichever company comes to you, you'll be getting the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, all right. So, in general, anybody has anything else to bring up? Any point or
Yes,
anything?
yes, sir. I was able to change the thing that you said me to do. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
So, see, sir, you told me to leave the remove the gap. So I have removed the gap you asked me to do.
So, how did you do that?
So, I basically went to the login component part and searched for the part where the button was stored. So I found the part in here. So I've changed this thing out here.
So, now can you explain me on click of login what is happening? Which code is executed?
So I think on clicking this login button, it should go to another page. But I could not find the where it's redirected to, the button where it's redirected to, which page or which part.
So, let me be very transparent, Iman. Okay. Your friends are also with in this, right? So, nothing to be worry or nothing to shy about it. See, you need to take a tutorial. Okay. Because
Oh,
such a simple question, if you cannot understand and not able to explain, means you are not ready for the internship. See, this code itself, it is written on change, on focus, on blur.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your code is here only. You don't have to go anywhere else. On change means you are changing something on the button, you are clicking. So there is a change handler, handle change method. Then
Okay,
on
sir.
focus, when you are focusing it, validate login is called. When you on blur, you go outside the button, that clear password error comes. That it clears that. Okay. So basically, what I see in you is you have tried good tries. You have done. That is a very positive part. Like for other people, they are not even able to clone the repository and come to this meeting also because they are scared what will be asked and what they will answer. Okay.
Okay.
So very positive things I have seen, but your prerequisite is you take up some tutorials.
Okay.
Okay, and as I know that in your college you have option for doing some course. Okay, so that course or the tutorial is very important before you come to internship, because in that course or tutorials which you will take, that will teach you all those basic things which is mandatory for before you do internship, because in the internship you will be directly applying your learnings what you have done in tutorials. So these are all step by step process. Okay, first you have to learn the theory and then you have to apply the theory. So your learning the theory part is missing at this moment. You get my point?
Yes, yes, sir.
You are in this third semester, I would say spend very generously your time on learning React.js. Take up 2-3 tutorials as much as possible. Practice all the programs what is being on there, or any online content you take, and then try to take the intensive attempt in the next semester.
Yeah, okay, sir.
That will be good for you, because if you had been in our team, actually I added you directly in our team.
Yes,
You
sir.
It's a very big opportunity that you got to chance to see how a company project works. You met very
Yes, sir.
big guys from other countries also, right? They are
Yes, sir.
wonderful experience which other people didn't get a chance.
Yes, sir.
So take all these things positively, come back again in the next semester, and I'm sure that time you'll be able to crack it.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want me help you out?
No, sir.
And that is for your feedback. And regarding Harita, you have tried,
So,
and I see there is a good amount of effort, and you understand the flow little bit. I mean, it is, I would say, 10-15% more than Iman. Okay.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
So I see that there is a possibility that you can do it, but I have doubt like whether you can or not.
Yes.
But
Yes, sir.
you can take up that opportunity. You have to work days and nights, take help from friends, and you have to act. And you have to perform.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, and
Yes.
you
Yes,
have
sir.
to definitely. You also have to take up the tutorials to learn more.
Yes, sir.
Anything
Thank you,
else
sir.
I can help you?
No, sir. There's nothing, sir. Thank you, sir.
So Nihal, you are onto it. Okay. So you just need to enhance and you have to go deeper into all these code base and flow and debugging stuff.
Yes, sir.
So you will be assigning you features. That is the time we will come to know whether you can really implement it or not. Right now you have just explored it. You have just explored the code. Okay, but when you have a new bug assigned to you or enhancement is assigned to you, whether you are able to understand it and implement it or not, that would be your next uh, step.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but yeah, you are eligible for the internship, and I will add you in the team, and you should be able to um, try out your luck the next 6 weeks. What you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, but be very sure. Our expectation is punctuality, your effort, time, and how fast you deliver it.
Yes, sir.
And remember, whatever you are performing, that is what only we are going to put it in your certificate, which we will give you to the college.
Yes, sir.
With the feedback which we give to the college, there will not be any change than what you behave actually in this exercises.
Yes,
If
sir.
you are joining late, we'll mention that he is not punctual. If you are not delivering on time, we'll say that he has done something, but he could not deliver on time. If you are not able to fix issues, then we say that he needs analytical skills. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
we will give a very honest feedback you to your college so that it will help you to improve yourself.
Yes, sir.
Because until you know your gaps, until you know your problems, you will not be able to build your skills.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever we will do, that will be for your better future.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any point, anything else I can help you?
No, sir. Not as of now.
So Shreyas, same comments applicable for you also. Whatever
Yes,
I
sir.
said to Nihal. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
I
I'll
did
keep
see
learning
the
and I'll keep.
both of you. You had
Yes, sir.
been reaching out with me and trying to resolve your issues, and you do not leave it. And see, that is the bravery thing, right? As I said to Iman, he didn't know anything, but still he tried it his best. Okay,
Yes,
and compared to the other people who even didn't know how to check out the code or didn't know how to clone the code, and they just left. They didn't put a little effort also. Okay,
yes,
so you have done well, and I'm sure with more guidances you will be able to learn and do all necessary things.
yes, sir. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
No problem. You are welcome. Okay. So the next thing which I advise or I request to all of you, you should spread this experience what you have in this exercises to your college and to your friends,
Yes, sir.
because we
Sure.
want them to be confident or take it easy, that uh, they should know that it is not a big thing. Even if they try, they can also do it, because many people in scaredness of doing something, they in shyness, they even not able to attend the meetings, neither they tried to do anything,
Yes, sir.
so that they also get benefit on this exercise. And this is a very costly internship which we do, that which we are giving free of cost to you. You won't believe we charge around 60,000 rupees per head for this internship. Okay,
Mhm.
and you will be working in an international team where you have people from other countries and different cities in India.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the experience is going to be very rich and wonderful.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, I'll just pause for a few seconds if anyone else has anything to bring up.
Yes, sir. So
Yes,
let me share.
Alfred, you just joined.
So,
Sorry, I didn't see you. Yeah, you can present it, Alfred.
all right. So I use the Node version 8 in order to start the application. And
You
about the
downgraded
back,
to 16?
no, I downgrade to 8 because React 16 apparently supports
Okay.
Node 8. And about the backend, I tried to run the jar file and I'm getting this error. Let me share it. Yes. So when I try to run, let me clear. So when I try to run, I'm having an issue with Tomcat server, I guess. But I tried to install Tomcat
No, you don't have
and
to install Tomcat. I'll tell you how we should proceed. Right? So the starting of the error. These are very basic thing for any software engineer. Okay, the basic debugging you should know, and for that you don't have to code in Java. This is very simple and straightforward. So just hold on, hold on. You just see this message, right? com.mysql.cj JDBC exceptions, communications exception. That is communication link failure. Basically, what you should do is you just need to copy this line and put it into your chat GPT or in Google. It will tell you what you have to do. So basically, problem is you don't have a MySQL database running or with the right user ID and password and the tables
yes.
which you need to.
What I tried to do, I used a Docker Compose file and I set up an empty password because installing MySQL on Ubuntu will be a little bit tricky for me. So I
Okay.
tried to use a Docker image. So when I run Docker process, for example, let me start. Let me start. Let me start. Up. So it is started,
The database
and
is
let me.
running. Okay.
Yes, I
You
will
have to
try
create
to
the
run.
database user ID and password in it.
But in the file, I didn't see the credential for the database. I didn't see the credential for the database. So let me run again this thing. It is still showing failure.
Yeah, because you have to create the database user ID and password.
Not okay. And what credential am I supposed to put in it?
Yeah, so you go to our channel. Go to our
The
channel.
channel.
Yes, YouTube
All
channel.
right. Let's do the channel. Okay.
And you search by MySQL, you'll see certain steps, but that is in MySQL Workbench. Probably you have to do it manually because you are running through Docker. Okay, So that also you can find
Okay, let me
how
share
to
the
create
screen.
the user. So the database, user ID, password, you have to create in the same name how it is shown in the video, because the jar file which you are using, right? So that is already uh, having the database
Okay,
user ID,
always
password.
later. All right.
Go to videos,
So yes. So videos
MySQL.
and there
Yeah. So you can, the first video itself you
the
can
first
see,
one, the first video.
right? To create
All
the
right.
database user ID, password, same like this, then it will be able to connect.
Okay. So I will just add those right there. Apart from that, I managed to run the application. So about the connection with the backend, I'm supposed to change the endpoint,
Mm-hmm.
just the endpoint in the code.
You don't, yeah, you need, you create as shown in the video, and that same endpoint and user ID, password you use.
Yes,
You are
but I'm talking about the React application where there is Shakuri.c. It's not running right. So I will just use the backend link instead of
yeah, you don't
that.
have to, yeah, those links are already mapped in your code. So
Okay,
login, registration, all those API links are already there in your code base.
all right. So I will just run it then.
Right. So can you give a overview of your, I think you had already given the overview, so that's fine. So yeah, I think that's all about your evaluation. I think you are through. And backend thing, this all once you run, it will be integrated and it will work.
All right.
Okay. So, but what is your timing? You are in which country?
I'm in Benin, in Africa. So right now I'm
What is the time now? What is the
GMT
difference with
plus one.
IST?
GMT plus one.
What is the time now?
It is right now. It is 4:39 p.m.
4:30 afternoon.
Yes, afternoon.
Okay. Be early morning, I think. When our meeting happens at 2:30, we have people from Nigeria and from London. Okay. So you have to
Yes.
match the time zone, and accordingly you have to, you know, okay.
Yes.
Anything else you want to talk to?
No. I run the application and I will just start the backend. I think with those two steps, the application should work.
So just wanted to know what exactly you do at present. Are you working in a company? You are graduated already, or you are doing your graduation? What is the state?
I'm already graduated,
Okay.
and mm, I can say that I'm working for myself. I'm learning some things.
Okay.
If
So
before
professionally,
coming
what do you
when
do for your earnings?
for my earnings, I
Yes.
work for the company, but it's not that. It is not. It is a part-time job in that company. So I'm a front-end developer there, and we do React, Next.js, and everything around JavaScript.
And how many hours you can put for this internship per
Per
day?
day,
Yes.
yes. If we take in count from the afternoon, I can say at least 6 hours per day, 6 to 7 hours.
All right. So yeah, I mean that would be a good amount of time. We are expecting minimum 4 hours, and if, as much as time you can spend, and as many exercises you do, that first you will learn basically, and you can, you know, add that in your resume that you have done this many projects, these many activities.
All right.
Anything else I can help you?
No, I think it's all.
Guys, anybody else? You have anything?
No, sir.
All right. Okay. So this ends the evaluation process. So whoever are selected, you get offer letter, and I will communicate the names to HR. They will ask you for your government documents for identity, so that based on that they will issue offer letters. Okay. So all the best to you, all of you, and definitely you'll see a huge benefits in the upcoming weeks or months. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.